my BFF, hello. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today I picked 11 fragrances that are perfect for the upcoming holiday season. Picture this: warm spices, cinnamon, cloves, a dash of booze in the air, nougat, sweet caramel. What else can be better for the holidays? And I really hope that these fragrances will make your holiday season even merrier. Before we jump in, I want to wish you happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving. You mean the world to me. I'm so grateful for you, and I want to send you a big hug. Happy holidays. Enjoy this December. I hope that you have the best time of your life. All the best to you and your families. Whenever you comment or I connect with you, it fills my heart with joy. You are the best thing that happened to me this year. So thank you so much. What screams holidays more than plum for me? Plums used to be the highlight of the holidays. I have a fragrance here from 8 and Bob, Annicke 5. This is sweet and gorgeous. It has honey. I don't usually like honey, but here it's made in such a beautiful way. Caramel, plum, rum or cognac, and vanilla. It's so well blended and sweet without being annoying. It's so delicious. I looked into the history, and the company was founded by Albert Fouquet, who met JFK when he was very young and on vacation on the French Riviera. He was the son of a noble family. He was making perfumes, and he shared one of his perfumes with JFK. And then JFK wrote a letter to Albert, the founder of 8 and Bob. And he said that his fragrance was so successful in the US that he would like to get 8 more samples and an extra one for Bob if he has the capacity. Albert sent him back the 8 samples and 1 extra for Bob, and he wrote on the package 8 and Bob. That was the brand, because everyone was saying, I want that fragrance 8 and Bob. If you have noticed, there are many Annicke fragrances, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Annicke was a lady that Albert met one night in Vienna, and he fell in love, and he made these fragrances especially for her. When I smelled this fragrance for the first time, I thought, this Annicke lady must have been a foxy lady. It's very seductive. And this is dedicated to a park in Vienna. It doesn't have flowers, so I don't really get that analogy. This is a Gourmand, a beautiful fragrance for the festive season. Next fragrance is from ZeroV. You are expecting this. Everyone is including this. Starlight. This is a piece of a star that fell out from the sky. It has all the beautiful festive winter spices: cardamom, cinnamon, cloves, amber. It's very airy. I tested it first last winter when I was in Paris, and it was super cold. I didn't really appreciate it. I only got the cardamom, and it felt like something was missing. But now when I get to wear it fully, having the full bottle, I am appreciating it more and more. It is very airy, and it's a wearing experience. I imagine it as a glowing aura. You know, I have a thing sometimes when I go out, when I go to shops, I get a little weird and I feel everyone's energy, like people can read through me. I feel awkward sometimes. And the advice to fix that was to imagine that you have an aura, a bubble around you, and that no one can pass through. This fragrance, Starlight, is exactly like that golden bubble that protects me. It's beautiful, and especially I would need it for the festivities. As much as I love my family, sometimes we need our protection shield. ZeroV Starlight, beautiful fragrance for the holidays. Starlight is being compared to Remember Me, ZeroV. I can see the comparison, but they are different. Starlight is like the festive party version of Remember Me. Remember Me has milk and it's much cozier. I like to wear it for going to bed, while Starlight is much more glowing, if I can explain it that way, and it has an addition of cinnamon and cloves. They are different enough that I need to have both of them. Next, we have a fragrance from Stefan Humbert Lucas, Sand Dance. This is supposed to recreate the dance of the snake in the desert, but for me it smells like something different. It has cocoa, sandalwood, tonka bean, and whiskey. For me it smells as if it's Christmas Day, gift opening day, and I wake up and I go under the Christmas tree and I find a box of cocoa caramels and I take a bite and it's so delicious. Another fragrance perfect for the holidays, Sand Dance from Stefan Humbert Lucas. Next fragrance that is festive is from ZeroV. I had so many good options from ZeroV. I had to reduce the number to only 2 in this video. And I could have picked also Bouquet Ideal because it has cinnamon and some festive spices. But I chose from Casamorati line Dolce Amalfi. This fragrance is so gorgeous. It can be worn in the summer where the fruity aspects get out more. And in the winter, I like it because the spiciness, the cloves, it has a very holiday vibe to it. I like it a lot. And what it smells like for me is a quince marmalade that my grandma used to cook. This fragrance has quince, saffron, cloves, some green apple, peru balsam. It's a beautiful blend, perfect for the festive season. ZeroV Casamorati Dolce Amalfi. Next fragrance is from Bon Parfumeur 401. And the notes are written here so I don't have to remember them. Cedar, smoked plum or dried plum, and vanilla. This reminds me a lot of Tom Ford Plum Japonais, which I used to own a bottle. And it reminds me of smoked plums that my grandparents used to cook. My grandparents from my mother's side used to be farmers, so they were cooking a lot of traditional food, and they would harvest the plums, dig a hole somewhere in their yard, start the fire, and then put the plums there in the hole, leave it there in the remaining smoke for 2 weeks at least. I checked with my mom and she confirmed this was the way. We had smoked plums throughout the year. This smells exactly like that. If you don't know that smell, imagine that you are eating some dried plums. You are sitting next to the fireplace and you get those wafts of burnt wood and smokiness. It's a beautiful fragrance for the holiday season. If I would sit next to someone or if I would meet someone wearing this, I would say, wow, this person must be really special. Beautiful fragrance, Bon Parfumeur 401. Next fragrance is from Tom Ford, and you know my favorite Tom Ford. Is it? I think so. Tobacco Vanille. This reminds me of Christmas and more specifically a gingerbread cookie made in an abstract way. On my skin it pulls sweet. It has tobacco, vanilla, dried fruits, cocoa, some spices. It's such a beautiful fragrance. A staple in my collection. I think it's in top 10. I love it. Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille. Next fragrance is from Byron, and no, it's not Mula Mula. It's the Chronic. I have here the little bottle. This is such a beautiful fragrance. It works in any season. I also included it in my summer fragrances video. It's almost gourmand, not quite there. It would make a beautiful signature scent, woman or man. It has amber, cinnamon, sandalwood, musk. It's much lighter and airier than it sounds, and it also has some black pepper. I can definitely smell it because it's not extra sweet. And what it smells like, it's a bubble gum with cinnamon. It's very fluffy and airy and round, as if you are making a balloon from your chewing gum. That cinnamon makes it perfect for the holiday season. The chronic, next festive fragrance perfect for the holidays, is from Guerlain. Gourmand Coquin, or Gourmand. This is a delicious classic chocolate fragrance. It has notes of dark chocolate, cocoa, vanilla, rum, some spices. It's gorgeous. It's the most upscale, perfumey, sophisticated version of a chocolate fragrance. It's not super powerful. It is just the right amount of power that the fragrance needs to have, especially if you are planning to have dinner with your family. This would be gorgeous and magical. Guerlain Gourmand Coquin. We cannot have the holidays without the cherry fragrance, and I chose a cherry fragrance that is more powerful and almost party-like. It's from Gritti Duchessa. This has cherry, almond, some orange, saffron, jasmine. It's so beautiful and airy and powerful without being annoying. I also wear this for going to bed. It's the cherry that is going to a party. It's my favorite cherry fragrance, Duchessa, perfect for the holidays. Next fragrance is from Kilian. I've spoken about it so much already. Angel Share. It has cinnamon, praline, cognac, of course, vanilla, tonka bean. It's being compared to Oajan from Parfums de Marly. I used to have a bottle until one night I got sick from something else. Then I associated Oajan with that unpleasant experience, so I had to let it go. This, for me, smells like something else from my childhood, and it's a perfect festive fragrance. I would get some money, and it was the cheapest thing I could buy. One of my neighbors was cooking something delicious and forbidden. My mom wouldn't let me have it. She would put sugar, caramelized sugar, some spices, cinnamon, and she would turn that into a delicious lollipop in the shape of a rooster. For me, Angel Share is the lollipop in the shape of a rooster. Perfect for the holiday season. And the last fragrance is from Ella K, Ghibli, a very beautiful fragrance for the holidays. It's supposed to recreate a market in Maghreb. It has nougat, jasmine, and leather. It's super special and strong. I don't have anything similar to it in my collection. This is something that I would wear for the festivities, the holiday dinner with my family, if I want to show them that I made it. It's super strong, so be easy with the trigger if you are going to meet your family. It smells like money. That leather gives it a very luxurious and upper class vibe. The dry down is the most delicious. So if you mix the power and the wealth of the leather with the attractiveness and the sweetness of the nougat, you get Ella K Ghibli. I would wear this to show my family that I made it, especially because I am the youngest one in my family. My sister is 5 years older than me and my brother is 13 years older than me. And all my life I have been the little one. My opinions didn't really matter. All my life I wanted to grow up. I wanted to be like them. And one day I realized that I would never be equal. I would always be the little one. And I have to create my own life, my own friends, which is what I did at 18. I couldn't wait to be independent. It's a little bit arrogant, so be careful if you are wearing it around your family, but it's a beautiful festive scent, at least on my skin. The leather comes out a lot. I think in the summer it would be different. Beautiful fragrance, Ella K Ghibli. That was it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Before I go, I want to leave you with a quote. There are two ways of spreading light: to be the candle or to be the mirror that reflects it. I want to thank you once again for being here, for subscribing, for commenting, for liking my videos. You mean the world to me. I'm so grateful for you. Happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays. Let me know in the comments down below, what are you grateful for this year? What makes you happy? And I can't wait to see you next time. Bye.